Hello everyone, I welcome you all for the engineering metrology lab. So in this video, I am going to explain how the gear tooth vernier caliper is used for checking the caudal addendum and the caudal tooth thickness of the spur gear. So we need to understand, what is gear? Gear is a toothed wheel used to transmit the motion or power from one shaft to the another shaft. And we need to know what is spur gear. So spur gear is a gear wheel. So the teeth are cut on the periphery of the gear blank, which are parallel to the axis of the gear. So in the gear drive, the driving wheel is in direct contact with the driven wheel. So the accuracy of the gearing is very important factor when the gears are manufactured. Suppose if the gear is not manufactured accurately, so then the gear would not work properly in concerned mechanisms. So we need to check the various gear elements during the manufacturing of the gears. So we need to determine the gear tooth thickness. We need to determine the height of the tooth at the pitch circle and the pressure angle, and also various parameters. So the pressure angle of the gear plays an important role in power transmission. So since it is the angle at which the driving gear applies normal force on the driven gear. So if we divide the normal force into two components, the tangential component of this normal force contributes to the torque transmission, and the radial component loads the shaft and the bearing. So the spur gears are used in construction of machineries and also in machine tools, and in automobiles we use the spur gears. So in this experiment, so the aim is to determine the thickness of the tooth at the pitch circle and the height of the tooth at the pitch circle, the pressure angle by and the pressure angle. So we need to calculate using the gear tooth vernier caliper. So the gear tooth thickness, height of the tooth are measured at the pitch circle. So this is the pitch circle. So on the pitch circle, so we are going to measure the tooth thickness and height of the tooth and also pressure angle at the pitch line. So for conducting the experiment, we require one spur gear and we require a gear tooth vernier caliper, and also we require a vernier caliper. And we need to know what is the least count of this gear tooth vernier caliper and also the vernier caliper. So both the gear tooth vernier caliper and the vernier caliper having the least count of 0.02 mm. So you know what is least count? That is the least measurable dimension using that either gear tooth vernier caliper or vernier caliper. So how do you define the least count? So least count is the smallest division on the main scale divided by total number of divisions on the vernier scale. So here the total number of smallest division on the main scale is 1 mm, that we can see in the video, and the total number of divisions available on the vernier scale is 50. So that is equal to 0.02 mm. So during the experiment, so we need to note down the values for the outer diameter of the gear. So this outer diameter of the gear is measured using the vernier caliper. And then we take the readings using the gear tooth vernier calipers for measuring the gear tooth width. So this is by gear tooth vernier. So these two tables are used to measure the pressure angle of the gear. So in the gear tooth width, you can see X value, Y value and Z value. So here what is X? X is the width of the 2 teeth, Y is the width of the 3 teeth, Z is the width of the 4 teeth. After that, so we need to do the calculations for finding the module of the gear, that is outer diameter divided by n plus 2, where n is the number of teeth on the gear, outer diameter is d. So this number of teeth we can measure, right? We can count on the gear, or on the gear it is printed. And we need to calculate what is base pitch. So base pitch is equal to, so from the second table, so there we have taken the measurements for X, Y and Z. So by using the X, Y and Z values, we can calculate what is base pitch. And then a base circle diameter is equal to number of teeth multiplied by base circle, right? Base circle divided by the pi. So PB is the base pitch. So base pitch is measured at the base circle. And diametral pitch is equal to n plus 2 by d, where n is the number of teeth, d is the outer diameter of the gear. And pitch circle diameter, so we can calculate using n by pd, diametral pitch. So if you know the diametral pitch, by dividing the total number of teeth divided by diametral pitch, you will get the pitch circle diameter. So therefore, we can calculate what is the pressure angle. If you know the dB value and the dP value, so by taking the inverse of cosine of, so the pressure angle pi is equal to cos inverse dB by dP. So if you calculate the dP value and dP value, so by substituting here, we will get the pressure angle pi. And then we will calculate the theoretical caudal tooth thickness using the formula d sin 90 by n, where d is the outer diameter of the gear, n is the number of teeth. And then caudal tooth thickness measured by gear tooth vernier calipers. So with the help of gear tooth vernier caliper, so we can measure practically what is the gear tooth thickness or caudal tooth thickness. So this is the theoretical value of caudal tooth thickness, and this is the practical value of caudal tooth thickness. So therefore, we can calculate what is the error in measuring the caudal tooth thickness. Practical value minus theoretical value divided by practical value into 100, it will give us the relative error. Then theoretical height of the teeth, h is equal to theoretical height of the teeth, h is equal to, that is caudal addendum. So we use this formula m into 1 plus n by 2 into 1 minus cos 90 by n, where m is the module of the gear. So this is already calculated at the beginning. Okay. So this module we use here to calculate the caudal addendum, 1 plus n by 2 into 1 minus cos 90 by n. And the caudal addendum measured by gear tooth vernier caliper. This is the practical value of caudal addendum, and this is the theoretical value of caudal addendum. And then we can measure we can calculate what is the error in measuring the caudal addendum. So by using the same relation, practical value minus theoretical value divided by practical value multiplied by 100, it gives the relative percentage. Now let us see the video. So how to take the outer diameter of the gear as well as the caudal tooth thickness and caudal height. So for conducting the experiment, so we need a gear wheel. So this is the gear wheel and this is the vernier caliper. So here you can see this is the gear tooth vernier caliper. Okay. So for measuring the outer diameter of the gear, so we use the vernier calipers. So we will keep the fixed jaw on one side of the gear teeth. Then the movable jaw is placed exactly opposite to the opposite gear teeth. And then we will take what is the measurement. What is the main scale reading and what is the vernier coincidence. So here you see, so the main scale is right in between 130 and 131. So therefore main scale reading is 130 and the vernier coincidence. So let us, you can see here, you can found right on the vernier scale. Okay, and then you can change the position, right? Change the position of the vernier caliper on the another position. So again you take the measurement. So this procedure is repeated at 3 or 4 different places around the peripheral circumference of the gear. So in this way, so we can measure what is the outer diameter of the gear. So for measuring the outer diameter of the gear, so what we have to do, we have to take the gear and then with the help of vernier caliper, so we place the vernier caliper jaw, fixed jaw on one side and the movable jaw on the opposite teeth of the gear. Okay, and then we will take the what is the outer diameter of the gear, and then again we change the position. Again we take the what is the main scale reading and the vernier scale reading, and you know the least count, you can calculate what is the total reading of the outer diameter of the gear. Now we want to measure what is the, for the second table, so we need to measure the gear tooth width or thickness. So for that we need to measure what is X value, what is Y value and what is Z value. So what is X value? X is the width of the two teeth. So in this video you can see, so here we are considered only two teeth. So this is measured with the help of gear tooth vernier caliper, right? So we have the two verniers. This is the vertical vernier and this is the horizontal vernier. So the vertical vernier is used to measure the caudal depth and the horizontal vernier is used to measure the caudal tooth thickness. So here we are measuring the tooth thickness at the root point. Okay. So in order to measure the tooth thickness, that is X and Y, Z values, we use the horizontal vernier. Horizontal vernier, because the width is changing. Width is changing for the two teeth, three teeth and four teeth. So we use the horizontal vernier, right? The vertical vernier is constant. Now we will change for the three, change the position of the movable jaw on the third teeth. Okay, so in this case we consider only three teeth, 1 2 3, right? Similarly we take the measurement for the four teeth. Four teeth measurement means it is Z value, and three teeth measurement is it is Y value, two teeth measurement is X value. So this X and Y and Z are used to measure the base pitch. And also practically we need to measure the caudal tooth thickness and caudal height. So where exactly we measure the caudal tooth thickness or caudal height means. So if you observe here, so at this point, right, exactly at this point, let us see. So exactly, so at this point, so we need to measure. So what is the caudal tooth width and caudal addendum? So for measuring the caudal addendum, so you need to keep this tongue on the top of the tooth, and then you move the vernier exactly onto the pitch line. Let us again you see here. So we need to measure exactly at this point, right? Above this, the teeth thickness is decreases. Below this, the tooth thickness is increases, right? Exactly at this point, it is a common for all the teeth, right? You see, observe here, it is a right, observing as a circle, observing as a circle. That is called the pitch circle, right? At this pitch circle, so we need to measure what is the caudal tooth thickness and what is the caudal addendum. Caudal addendum means it is the distance from this point to this tongue point, that is top of the teeth to the pitch circle, that is called is measured on the vertical vernier. Vertical vernier. So this is the vertical vernier. So you can observe the reading here. Okay. So here the depth, sorry, the caudal addendum. Caudal addendum is, so here 0, where the 0 coincides. Let us 1 mm. And what is the vernier coincidence? We can see on the vertical vernier. So in this way, we can use the gear tooth vernier caliper for taking the measurements of the gear tooth, measuring the caudal tooth thickness and the caudal addendum and X, Y and Z values. So after taking the measurements for the outer diameter and then X value and Y value and Z value for the 2 teeth, 3 teeth and 4 teeth respectively, and then measuring the gear tooth thickness at the pitch line and also the caudal addendum at the pitch line. So we have to calculate all these values from 1 to 12 serial number. Now we noted all the measured values in the tabular column. So what is the outer gear diameter? First reading is 130, main scale reading, and vernier scale division coincidence is 10th division. So here the least count is 0.02. Therefore, total reading we can obtain as 130.20 mm. And in the second reading, the main scale we observed 130. So after changing the position of the vernier caliper on the other tooths, so the vernier scale reading is division is 15. So therefore, total reading is 130.3. Again, we change the position of the vernier calipers on the different gear teeth, and then we will measure what is the main scale reading under the vernier scale coincidence. So in this case, it is 130 under 10. So this is the, so it is 20. So therefore 130.40. So therefore the average diameter of the gear is 130.3 mm. And the gear tooth width. So for 2 teeth width, main scale reading is 8 mm and vernier scale reading is 20th division. Therefore, therefore, the total reading is 8.4 mm, and for the 3 teeth width, main scale reading is 13 and Vernier scale reading is 12. Therefore, total reading is 13.24. Similarly, for the 4 teeth width, main scale reading is 18 and Vernier scale reading is 18. Therefore, main scale reading is 18 and Vernier scale reading is 7. So we'll get the total reading as 18.14. So after taking the tabulating the values and averaging the values, next we calculate the total 12 parameters. So one is module. So module is equal to outer diameter divided by n plus 2. Outer diameter is 130.3 and the total number of teeth is equal to 80. So which is printed on the gear plus 2, 82. So we'll get the module as 1.589 mm and the base pitch is equal to by using the x, y and z values. So here y is 13.24, x is 8.4. So this is 3 teeth and this is 2 teeth. Okay. So that means you will get only for 1 teeth width. 1 teeth width. Similarly, z is 4 teeth and y is 3 teeth. So here also we'll get 1 teeth width. So this is 1 teeth width plus this is 1 teeth width divided by 2. We'll get only 1 teeth width base pitch 4.87 mm. Similarly, base circle diameter is equal to n into pb by pi. So here pb you calculated 4.87. N is number of teeth, that is 80 divided by pi. So you will get 124.01 mm. Similarly, diametral pitch is equal to n plus 2 by d. So n and d value by substituting here you will get 0.6293 mm. Therefore, pitch circle diameter is equal to n by pd. So here n is 80 divided by pd is 0.6293. We will get 127.1219 mm. Therefore, we can calculate what is the pressure angle pi is equal to cos inverse of dv by dp. So db is equal to 124.01 and dp is equal to 127.1219. That is 12.7 degrees. And the theoretical value of caudal tooth thickness is equal to d sin 90 by n. So d value is 130.3 and 90 by n is number of teeth 80. So you'll get 2.558 mm. And the caudal tooth thickness measured by gear tooth vernier is, so it is taken directly from the gear tooth vernier caliper. So this is taken on the horizontal vernier. So main scale reading is 2 and vernier coincidence is 30, least count is 0.02. So we got 2.6 mm. So theoretical value is 2.558 mm and practical value is 2.6 mm. That is measured on the gear tooth vernier caliper. Therefore, you can calculate what is the percentage error. What is the percentage error in measuring the tooth thickness is equal to, so practical value minus theoretical value divided by practical value. So it gives 1.61%. Similarly, theoretical height of the teeth h is equal to this theoretical value formula m into 1 plus n by 2 into 1 minus cos 90 by n, where m is the module, that is 1.589 into 1 plus 80 by 2 into 1 minus cos 90 by n, that is 1.6 mm. And practical value that is measured by the gear tooth vernier caliper is, this is taken on the vertical vernier. So main scale reading is 1, vernier coincidence is 32, multiplied by its least count is 0.02 mm, that is 1.64 mm. Therefore, what is the error in measuring the caudal addendum is 1.64 minus 1.6 divided by 1.64. So it is 2.4%. Now coming to the results. So after measuring all the values, we need to report under results section. So the measured values of spur gear elements are, one is outer diameter we measured as 130.3 mm and module we calculated as 1.589 mm and the pressure angle we calculated as 12.7 degrees. So normally it is 14.5 degree, right? For the spur gear, it is 14.5 degree. There is a slight variation in the pressure angle. And the theoretical caudal tooth thickness is 2.558 mm, which is theoretically calculated. And practically it is also measured by gear tooth vernier caliper is 2.6 mm. These two are very close to each other. And therefore the error in measuring the tooth thickness is only 1.61% from the practical value error. And the theoretical height of the teeth is 1.6 mm. And also we measured the gear tooth vernier caliper is 1.64 mm. It is slightly higher than the theoretical value. Therefore the error in caudal addendum is 2.4%. So we need to draw the conclusion from the results. So it is observed that the theoretical values and the practical values measured by gear tooth vernier caliper for spur gear are very close to each other, but there is a slight difference in the theoretical values and the practical values. Okay. So the caudal thickness error is generated due to the improper process parameters and improper indexing during the machining, and also some machine vibrations and improper cutting tool angles causes the variation in the caudal tooth thickness error. So coming to the applications, so these are used in gear manufacturing industries for that is a gear tooth vernier caliper is used for checking the gears in gear manufacturing industries, checking the measuring or measuring the hobs or measuring the form and thread tools, etc. So in this way we need to conduct the experiment and we have to calculate all the results and we have to report them, and based on the results we need to draw the conclusions and draw the write the valid applications for the gear tooth vernier caliper. So this is about the gear tooth vernier caliper experiment for measuring the caudal tooth thickness and caudal addendum. Thank you.